Well, three poems by Dylan Thomas. But I've been allotted 10 minutes, and if I speak rapidly, perhaps four poems by Dylan Thomas, or even five poems by Dylan Thomas. I think you have to keep track of it.
Go, Hal, go.
In the beginning was the three-pointed star, a smile of light across the empty face, a bow of bone against the routing air, the substance forked that marrowed the first sun, and burning ciphers on the round of space, heaven and hell mixed as they spun. In the beginning was the pale signature, three-syllabled and starry as the smile, and after came the imprints on the waters, stamp of the minted face upon the moon. The blood that touched the cross tree and the grail touched the first cloud and left a sign. In the beginning was the mounting fire that set alight the weathers from a spark, a three-eyed, red-eyed spark, blunt as a flower. Life rose and spouted from the rolling seas, burst from the roots, pumped from the earth and rock the secret oils that drive the grass. In the beginning was the word that from the solid basis of the light abstracted all the letters of the void, and from the cloudy basis of the breath, the word flowed up, translating to the heart first characters of birth and death. In the beginning was the secret brain. The brain was celled and soldered in the thought before the pitch was forking to a sun, before the veins were shaking in their sieve, blood shot and scattered to the winds of light, the ribbed original of love. The force that through the green fuse drives the flower, drives my green age, that blasts the roots of trees is my destroyer, and I am dumb to tell the crooked rose my youth is bent by the same wintry fever. The force that drives the water through the rocks drives my red blood, that dries the mouthing streams, turns mine to wax, and I am dumb to mouth unto my veins that at the mountain spring the same mouth suck. The hand that whirls the water in the pool stirs the quicksand that ropes the blowing wind, hauls my shroud sail. And I am dumb to tell the hanging man how of my clay is made the hangman's line. The lips of time leach to the fountainhead. Love drips and gathers, but the fallen blood shall calm her sores. And I am dumb to tell the weather's wind how time has ticked a heaven round the stars. And I am dumb to tell the lover's tomb how at my sheet goes the same crooked word. Lament. When I was a windy boy and a bit, and the black spit of the chapel fold sighed the old ramrod dying of women, I tiptoed shy in the gooseberry wood. The rude owl cried like a telltale tick. I skipped in a blush as the big girls rolled 9-pin down on the donkey's common, and on seesaw Sunday nights I wooed whoever I would with my wicked eyes. The whole of the moon I would love and leave all the green-leaved little weddings' wives in the cold black bush and let them breathe. When I was a dusty man and a half, and the black beast of the Beatles' pews sighed the old ramrod, dying of bitches. Not a boy in a fit by the wick-dipping moon, and drunk as a new-dropped calf, I whistled all night in the twisted blues. Midwives grew in the midnight ditches, and the sizzling beds of the town cried, quick, whenever I dove in a breast-high shoal, wherever I ramped in the clover quilts, whatsoever I did, in the cold black night I left my withering prints. When I was a man, you could call a man, and the black cross of the holy house sighed the old ramrod, dying of welcome, brandy and ripe in my bright base prime. No spring-tailed Tom in the red-hot town with every simmering woman his mouse, but a hillocky bull in the swelter of summer, come in his great good time to the sultry biding herds. I said, oh, time enough when the blood creeps cold, and I lie down but to sleep in bed for my sulking, skulking, cold black soul. When I was a half of the man I was, and serve me right as the preachers warn, sighed the old ramrod, dying of downfall. No flailing calf or cat in a flame or hickory bull in milky grass, but a black sheep with a crumpled horn. At last, the soul from its foul mouse hole slung pouting out when the limp time came, and I gave my soul a blind slashed eye, gristle and rind and aurora's light, and I shoved it into the cold black sky to find a woman's soul for a wife. Now I am a man, no more, no more, and a black reward for a roaring life, sighed the old ramrod, dying of strangers. Tidy and cursed in my dove-cooed room, I lie down thin and hear the good bells jaw. For oh, my soul found a Sunday light in the cold black sky, and she bore angels. Harpies around me, out of her womb. Chastity prays for me, piety sings, innocence sweetens my last black breath. Modesty hides my thighs in her wings, and all the deadly virtues plague my death. Wow. Okay, I have room at least for one small one more, I believe, if my watch doesn't lie. In my craft or sullen art, exercised in the still night while only the moon rages, and the lovers lie abed with all their griefs in their arms, I labor by singing life, not for ambition or bread, or for the strut and trade of charms on the ivory stages, but for the common wages of their most secret heart. Not for the proud man apart from the raging moon, I write on these spindrift pages, nor for the towering dead with their nightingales and psalms, but for the lovers, their arms round the griefs of the ages, who pay no praise, nor wages, nor heed my prayer. Thank you.